Considering how much you hack up and you like hack and cough during that, I'm pretty sure I've coughed up all that life-saving asbestos in my lungs by this point. I'll have to be watching out from radiation from this time on.
Come on, come on, come on.
Biogenic array. All vault residents must vacate.
I'll find who did this. And I'll get Sean back.
And I'll never be back here again. I will keep you frozen though.
Critical failure in cryogenic.
I always thought they should have done a mission where you can
Residents must vacate immediately.
find out a way to bring your loved one back from the dead. Jesus, sounds like you got a hell of a chest infection.
Malfunction in emergency exit door override. Please contact your Vault-Tec maintenance representative for service.
Yeah, what have we here? I'm just gonna grab like everything I come up on. We'll need it for building settlements later, especially ceramic from coffee cups. Heard you the first time. So, what have we here? Yeah, so I will be reading as much as I can from the terminals, although if they get a bit long-winded and if there's like 1,000 entries, I might skip a few, but I will be reading what I can. So, Vault 111 is designed to test the long-term effects of suspended animation on unaware human subjects. Security staff are responsible for maintaining installation integrity and monitoring science staff activity. Under no circumstances are staff allowed to deviate from the assigned duties. Insubordination or interference with vault operations are capital offences. Security staff are authorised to use lethal force. Resident admittance. Upon activation notice from Vault-Tec, all personnel are required to report to the entry area and assist with admittance of Vault residents. Security personnel will maintain order and ensure that no personnel or residents attempt to evacuate the Vault. Research staff will be responsible for the resident intake and escort each to the designated cryogenic pod. Residents not accounted for in the manifest should be asked to step aside and detained forcefully by security if necessary. Once all residents have been sealed into their preservation chambers, dispose of any detainees. Vault entry must remain sealed under any circumstances. Staff duties. Science staff. Members of the research team must daily monitor the vital signs of cryogenically preserved residents. Cardiopulmonary and cognitive activity in particular must be recorded hourly. Life-saving intervention is only permitted if greater than 80% of the resident population has perished while in cryogenic suspension and must not interrupt suspension. Independent research is encouraged and left to overseer discretion. Security personnel. Security patrols are to be carried out on a constant 8-hour rotation. Security priorities include monitoring for signs of intrusion, checking for atmosphere leaks, settling disputes among personnel, enforcement of regulations set forth by the overseer, and enforcement of regulations set forth by Vault-Tec. Facility services and maintenance. Due to the nature of Vault 111, personnel will be expected to perform duties outside their normal qualifications, such as janitorial duties and food preparation. The exact distribution of these roles is left to overseer discretion. All clear and evacuation. All clear message. Following a nuclear event, Vault-Tec will monitor hazards such as radiation levels, enemy invasion, subsequent attacks, and other factors. Once conditions are deemed safe, this terminal will receive an all-clear notice. Upon receiving the all-clear notice, Vault-Tec personnel may be evacuated at overseer discretion. Disregard any notices from organisations or individuals not associated with Vault-Tec, including government and military. Residents are not to be disrupted or evacuated. Vault-Tec will attend their needs remotely once Vault 111 has been evacuated. Yeah. Probably just leave them all here to, like, defrost and die in the pods. Vault 111 is classified as a short-term assignment. Non-resident personnel are expected to carry out research duties and basic maintenance of the vault, while awaiting the all-clear signal to evacuate. In the absence of an all-clear signal message from Vault-Tec, the Overseer may elect to evacuate staff after a mandatory shelter period of 180 days of containment. Under no circumstances may Vault 111 staff evacuate during this shelter period, unless receiving the all-clear message from Vault-Tec. Okay. Security logs. October 23rd, 2077. God, it finally happened. The world's over. Barely got all the residents inside. Not everyone made it. Now it's just us and the icebergs. Oh, lovely. I don't get it. Eggheads tried to explain to me that keeping them frozen is a big experiment. For a better future or something. I don't know. It just doesn't seem right that we're smiling at them all that time before putting them on ice. Shouldn't we have told them something? December 25th, 2077. Christmas Underground. Got together with the rest of the security boys and support staff and had a little party. Best gift that got handed out was a fancy lad snack cake that wasn't too stale. Yummy. None of the scientists came. Overseer wasn't there either. I just don't get them. They're hiding something from us? Another company secret only for the higher-ups? Whatever. Just a few more months until the all-clear is supposed to come through. Then we can start rebuilding. March 14th, 2077. Or 2078. I'm not too sure. I didn't really read. Only a few weeks left in our mandatory shelter period. Everyone's getting stir crazy. Some people are even saying the all-clear signal is never coming. We can't stay here much longer. That's for sure. It's not just the fact that I've been staring at the same break room and bunk bed for over 6 months. It's the fact that we only have enough food left for another few months. Tops. The Overseer keeps telling everyone to be patient, focus on work. He's definitely going to keep us out of the loop. Something bad is going on. I just don't know it. April 23rd, 2078. The main door accessing the vault exit is malfunctioning. Now the only way out is through the Overseer's evacuation tunnel. How convenient for him. He has one of the science team watching the door into his office at all times from a little makeshift checkpoint. Got invited to a meeting tonight. Support staff as in security only. Sounds like I'm not the only one with an axe to grind. Last entry. No all clear from Vault-Tec is coming. We need to leave. We're all but out of food. I almost murdered Stanley for dropping a damn salt cracker on the floor. A handful of us confronted the Overseer about opening up the vault. I never knew a man that small could shout that loud. Now he's locked himself in the office along with the rest of the science staff. We're supposed to hand over any food, weapons and medicine we have by tonight, or there's gonna be consequences. I've talked to everyone. It's time. One way or another, we're getting out of this vault. Well, it sounded like this vault went the same way as every other vault. They fucked the cells over. Oh, I remember, I'm not too sure if it was Fallout 1 or Fallout 2, but I remember one vault actually did particularly well. They activated the GEC and called the place Vault City. Yeah.
Giant roaches? What the hell?
Yeah, I had the same thing in my first flat.